Browning M2. The next weapon we're going to see is a large-caliber American machine gun. The motivation for its creation was World War I. And although the Browning M2 machine gun was launched in 1933, it is still used by many armies around the world. It's used in more than 100 countries, including Belgium, Great Britain, South Korea, Finland, Switzerland, and the United States. Since its creation, about 3 million of these machine guns have been produced. The reason is the large number of advantages and the fact that there aren't many similar products. The Browning M2 visor allows the weapon to be used for long-range shooting. In some cases, this machine gun can hit moving targets at a distance of about 2,250 meters. The aerial version of the machine gun fires from 750 to 850 shots per minute. The infantry version, called the M2HB, fires 450 to 600 shots per minute. The initial speed of the bullet is about 890 meters per second. Railgun. In the last century, experts concluded that the use of gunpowder in arms has reached its limit. Each year, weapons were modified to render them more perfect and destructive. However, the velocity of the projectile when using gunpowder is very limited and is not enough for future wars. This conclusion led scientists to the idea that it's necessary to start developing weapons with a fundamentally new working system. That's how railguns came to be. A railgun is an electromagnetic mass accelerator. The projectile is driven by current and accelerates by moving along two metal electrode rails. The projectile is destructive not because of the explosive, but because of the high speed of movement and the kinetic energy. This weapon doesn't require a constant source of current to operate either. We'll not go into the details of the operation of the weapon, for they are complex and require a great understanding of physics. Instead, we'll tell you that after over 50 years of experiments and research, railguns have been improved and perfected. Thus, last year, the US Navy showed its latest invention. During the test, the projectile reached a speed of about 2,500 meters per second, even though it was fired with only 1/3 of the gun's power. On the battlefield, the railgun is supposed to be used from a distance of about 320 kilometers. Even under such conditions, the projectile will reach a 5-meter target with incredible precision. There are many advantages to this gunpowder-free weapon. Railguns will put an end to the difficulties of transporting explosives, and at the same time, they'll increase people's safety. Tor M2DT. For a change, let's talk about Russia's weapons. Tor is a tactical anti-aircraft missile system for all weather conditions. The Tor M2DT system you see on the screen is the version used in the Arctic. The combat vehicle is installed on the DT-30 tracked transporter. This missile system was first shown in 2017. The first vehicles were launched in November 2018. The video shows the launch tests of Moskit missiles carried out in the Sea of Japan. They were carried out by the Pacific Fleet. Another drill was conducted by the Northern Fleet. Here, the Tor M2DT performs trial shots in the Novaya Zemlya archipelago. This is the first time that the new missile system performs combat training tasks in the Arctic. The Tor M2DT is designed to protect air borders in extreme weather conditions. The BGM-71 TOW. This is an American heavy anti-tank missile system. The BGM-71 TOW system was first introduced in 1970. Back then, it was already clear that it was a simple and reliable machine with a design that would allow the system to be perfected over time. It's thanks to these features that the BGM-71 TOW is still in use today. Since its creation, the BGM-71 TOW system has been modified and modernized several times to meet the new needs of the military. Today, it's a bulky machine capable of reaching targets up to 4.5 kilometers away. In the United States, this missile system is the main anti-tank guided weapon. It's also in service in major European countries, as well as China, Japan, Canada, and some other countries. The missile's flight speed varies between 278 and 320 meters per second. The exact performance depends on each model. There are more than 10 different versions, too. Some countries are developing their own improvements for the BGM-71 TOW. The key features are effective range, a powerful warhead, and an excellent semi-automatic guidance system. Infrared cameras allow missiles to be fired even at night. Laws. In the conventional sense of the word, a weapon protects or does damage using a high-velocity projectile. It can be a cartridge, a bullet, a missile, a shell, a grenade, or almost anything. However, it turns out that this has a significant disadvantage: the high cost of projectiles. Laws is a fundamentally new and modified weapon. The idea of its creation arose relatively recently. The US Navy ordered Laws in 2010. The initials stand for Laser Weapon System, and at the same time sheds light on the essence of the design. It is a directed energy weapon. It uses an infrared beam from a solid-state laser array, whose firing energy can be adjusted. In other words, it's a weapon that doesn't require projectiles. Laws is designed to protect warships from unmanned boats and drones. The laser is able to blind control systems. It's also capable of causing physical damage to attackers. Most importantly, each shot costs less than $1, and this is very little by military standards. Mission Master. The main advantage of this robotic complex is its multifunctionality. Mission Master is a transport, combat, and exploration system, all at the same time. But don't let its humble dimensions confuse you. While some companies develop bulky, destructive equipment, others are working to make it easier for people to perform combat and rescue tasks. One of these companies is Germany-based Rheinmetall Defense, which created Mission Master. In fact, this is a wheeled and remote-controlled platform. At the top, there's a large deck to secure the cargo and equipment. The maximum weight this machine can withstand is 600 kilograms. Multifunctionality is possible with the help of removable modules that are installed on the platform. For example, an optical system or a telescopic pole with a camera for real-time observation. It's also possible to install a combat module with a machine gun or a grenade launcher. The ground speed is 40 kilometers per hour, and the water speed is 5 kilometers per hour. Bell V280 Valor. Finally, we have an invention that's not a weapon in the traditional sense of the word. The Bell V280 Valor is a converter plane designed for efficient transportation of military and rescue operations. As you can see, the plane has amazing maneuverability because it combines the best qualities of an airplane and a helicopter. It is currently in development, but it's likely to replace the Black Hawk, the flagship helicopter used by the US Army, in the coming years. The Bell V280 Valor takes off at a steep angle and switches from helicopter to airplane mode in the air. It's designed to carry up to 14 people, or carry loads of no more than 10 or 11 tons. Regret it.